The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle.
When you have Edwin van der Sar in goal, it's like having an 11th outfield player. He can make every kind of save and get his team on the front foot.
Has a great
gift for distribution, doesn't he? Almost assists.
Exactly, he's a playmaking goalkeeper who likes to trigger attacks as soon as the ball ends up in his possession.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Otto. Otto is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that read.
And a chance! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Argentina with the corner, they're first. Xavi Alonso plays it short. Chance, surely! Neither side yet able to find the net. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, there's a probing ball. Passing is crisp and sharp, and he was quick to react. Oh, good read. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Darren Fletcher. Pirlo can so cleverly bypass the press. Nice interception, well timed. Rijkaard is there, and he can get that clear. Otto. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well timed, excellent interception. Quality ball. He's in a good position here. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And it's Azar. And this is... It's Bale! He's delivered all right! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip. Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Cross goes in there. Eto! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Otto. Deflected behind for a corner kick. It's their second corner of the game. And he's there to clear it. And now they can spring out of defence. Xavi Alonso.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Now that looks a decent ball. Shot a goal! It's loose now and they want to get it back. No messing about. And we've reached half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Argentina coming at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. So let's get the ball rolling.
Argentina can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they...
And the shots! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. That's a sharp pass. Now it's Batistuta. And it's Xavi Alonso. Lopez. Fermin. Here's a shot! No, he's missed it.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Great defending, strong and determined. That's a lovely, neat pass. And that's really well manoeuvred. Tries to pass it through. Xabi Alonso. Picked out brilliantly. Batistuta! And he couldn't quite find the target.
Well, that was the one I actually thought he was going to produce. It's a good effort keeping it down like that.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And here's Messi. Oh, he's done very well to... Oh, shooting chance! It's in! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
Substitution on the field, number 6, Hazard.
So we have movement on both benches. So that's 2 now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Number 13, Adriano.
Schneider.
Number 10, Pele. Substitution in progress.
Alvarez. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Alvarez, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Adriano. Real chance! Argentina perhaps contemplating their next change here. Plays a sharp little ball here. And he's definitely onside.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
It'll be a throw-in. Otto tries a cross. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Ferdinand cuts it out. Pirlo. O'Shea is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Out towards the flank. Rijkaard. Oh, this looks sharp. And it's Rijkaard. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, super find. And that pass just didn't quite work. Schneider. 2 minutes to be added on. Messi. And that will be the final act. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploiting.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Well, this formation was traditionally considered a bit defensive, but now very much back in vogue due to some pretty well-known proponents, Jim.
Yeah, the 3-5-2 has been used by some of the biggest and most successful teams around, Peter. You know, one of its key strengths is the fact that it's well-suited to playing out from the back. And I think you'd have to have a look at the wing-backs in that manner, because they can get forward with ease. And you can create overloads because you're not going to get teams pressing defenders in 3s and 4s. So if you've got centre-backs too that are capable on the ball, this system is a great fit.
Fletcher spots it and intercepts.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
That pass isn't the best.
There's a name in this lineup, Peter, that's synonymous with being dependable.
The man they call safe hands.
Yep, David Seaman, one of the outstanding keepers of his time. And he shoots!
Batistuta is flagged offside. Well timed, excellent interception. Conte.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Just eases him off the ball. Goes for a shot! Goal! Argentina! It was thrashed in, the crispest of hits.
Oh, that's a brilliant finish, Peter. Such a satisfying one from his perspective, knowing he hit it so beautifully.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control.
Shot a goal! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Azar, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory.
Chelsea always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Lopez. That has been cut short. Oh, easy pickings there. And it's Azar. Now, can they get him away? Tries to pass it through. Azar with the delivery. Xavi Alonso. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Shoots! And he should have made them pay.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Baresi. Gerrard. And here's Batistuta. Rijkaard. Fermin. Argentina are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. 40 minutes gone. Half-time closing in. Cannavaro kept his eye on it, and he's there. Xavi Alonso plays a sharp little ball here. Duke unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, there's a probing ball.
There will be 1 minute added
It's an
time.
inviting looking ball, that. No way through there. Fermin. Now it's Fletcher. Lopez. Fermin! Brilliant from Lopez! A finish right from the top draw. 2! And that is indeed the final act.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Please keep your eyes on your children.
Argentina looking good, feeling good. It is 2-0 at the break. So right back into the action. Batistuta. Neymar. Yamal. probing pass. It's a promising position. Driven in. Darren Fletcher. Duke. Vermeer.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And Batistuta! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Well, it goes to show you there's a lot you can do if you have willing runners like that. You'll always get that chance. And it's quite direct from them. It's actually quite long from back to front.
Neymar.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Oh, he's got a side of goal. And the shot! Yes! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Great ball, and he's in here. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And it's Xavi Alonso. He's in plenty of space here. Batistuta has it out wide and in space. Xavi Alonso. Kante did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. That's a little off target. Otto. Great vision. Kante calmly anticipates. Baresi. And it's Gerrard. To Koulibaly. And it's Cannavaro. Yamal. And here's Batistuta. Xavi Alonso. And Robertson. Xavi Alonso wants to run onto this. It'll be a throw-in. And it's Rijkaard. And this is Batistuta.
Batistuta really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Yamal stood up well to him there. Hazard. Batistuta. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Fermin has the space to scheme. Takes on his marker. Fermin! They've got to be quick to recover this. And that tested the keeper.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
And we have our very first corner. He leaps for it. It's a goal. They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline. Great corner, and he did the rest.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Argentina are having a ball here. Conte. Oh, some astute defending there.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Koulibaly kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. 2 minutes to be added on. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Argentina looking by any yardstick formidable, truly enjoyable to watch and clearly so together. That was a terrific day for them. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, we're on the way. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, it would have to be the highly rated Dean Howson. The perfect blend of total football and tiki-taka. I like the front-footed approach he takes to defending. He's very effective, pushing people back by almost joining in central midfield himself. And, you know, he has a real air of authority about him now as he matures through the game.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run.
He's had a shot! Goal! Argentina! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. It's smartly reclaimed, and he's got away from... Decent chance! Now that is commitment to the cause.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Argentina have the chance to go the other way. And this is Van Basten. Darren Fletcher. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Batistuta. And he plays one through. Batistuta! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Batistuta deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
And here's Batistuta. Saliba does well not to be outdone there. Now that looks a decent ball, but that has not gone well. Robertson is always looking to play quality balls. Darren Fletcher. Diouf. Can he finish? Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. Argentina have themselves a chance from the spot. This further to improve their cause. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Yeah, as decisive as it comes. Spot chosen, spot hit.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same...
He'll try from distance! Well, it's a fair try, but just off target.
I think that was probably what the opposition wanted him to do, Peter. They're not going to be overly worried if he's shooting from that sort of distance.
No way through there. Looking for the run. Berbatov. And the shot! Dimitar Berbatov, brilliant! A finish of true class. A goal at a really telling moment. He just absolutely speared that in.
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
Madrid cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of us.
And the finish! That's it, 45 minutes up. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
Argentina are leading, but it is still delicately poised. It's 2-1. And we are back underway. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Now it's Lopez, and he welcomes it in. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Cannavaro cuts it out.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Juve. Messi. Tries to play it through. Oh, well measured. Tries to get it clear. Dani Olmo. Rijkaard. Messi. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Fermin. And it's Lopez. Juve. Messi. Van Basten. Van Basten. Gerrard. Berbatov. And a header! Harmlessly behind.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Rijkaard. This is a promising build-up. That has ended up in no man's land. Darren Fletcher, and that could set him on his way. He's shifting through the gears here, and that is well cleared. Well, they've got it back in a hurry.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Dani Olmo picks it up out wide, and he lines up a cross. Corner then. Corner number 2 then. A real chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Rijkaard. And it's Messi. It's a good spell of possession, this. That's really well cleared. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's it's Van Basten! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
The message is simple: defend this with your lives. Rijkaard! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world. And that will be the final act. Argentina pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed. Juve taking in the accolades, having been named man of the... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. We're up and running then. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And he plays one through. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. The ball is bounced loose now. He might be in here! Is there any support? He might not need it. Otto did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. This looks promising. He's free, he has got space. It'll be a throw-in. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's taking no chances there. Fletcher!
He almost caught everyone out there the way he just eked out the room to get the shot in.
Argentina with the corner, they're first. Argentina given another corner. It's their second corner of the game. And the keeper beats it away. Oh, beautifully shaped ball. He'll try from distance! Argentina have their third corner. Xabi Alonso goes short. Has to go back here. He's having a pop! Now, who's going to be first to this? And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, there's a probing ball. Nicely spread. Couch making good progress on the right-hand side. Alonso. Robertson has the space to scheme.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Out for a throw. And it's Rijkaard. And he shoots! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 4 coming up here. Oh, great leap! Goal! Argentina! Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Number 23.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Costa Curta wins the duel this time. Xabi Alonso unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And he's there to belt it away.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Griezmann scooting forward. Serginho is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack.
Whatever happens, That's the kind of movement which raises hope.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Griezmann, nicely weighted ball. And this is Batistuta, and he's managed to get free. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. Reflections on the first half?
I think the scoreline probably is a fair reflection of the first half. If there is perhaps one criticism I can make, it would be the wastefulness in front of goal. You really ought to be putting those chances away. They have to make up for that.
Argentina just ahead here in a tight game. They are 1-0 to the good. Back on the way then.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
Well, that defending is... Tries from a long way out. Griezmann. He's had it taken off him. Darren Fletcher. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Now he's got space here. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Odo. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And it's Rijkaard. Batistuta. Oh, well played. Serginho with the clearance. Lobbed in behind. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Howson getting this one clear. Well, they've got it again. Into the last quarter of an hour. Into the channel. And this is Griezmann. He's picked his way through. It's Griezmann! Now that is commitment to the cause.
Substitutions taking place.
Madrid choosing to make the first change.
Madrid really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Howson calmly anticipates. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
And he welcomes it in. He's dealt with that really well.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
There will be 1 minute added time.
And here's Vinicius Junior. And there goes the final whistle. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride.
Just a
Duke
quick
picking
request
up the
today
man
for
of... Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
There's nothing quite like Matchday, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We are just getting started. Jim, what do you think when you see Beckham?
Where do I start? Winner, hard worker, great footballing brain, set-piece expert, magic right foot, and leader.
So what is he most of all?
Well, from the list previously mentioned, winner.
Settle for that. Beckham is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Fletcher unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Forwards and with intent. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Ignori venturing down the left. He has found a way through. Takes aim and crosses. Lewandowski finds himself offside.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Beckham does really well to win the ball there. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Jupe, who needs just a moment to score a goal. He's in a great position here. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. And he's quick to get rid. Looking tidy in possession here. And the shot! Goal! Argentina! And it's Argentina in front.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
The goal scorer for Argentina after 31 minutes is number 20, Gabriel Batistuta. Gabriel Batistuta. Gabriel Batistuta.
The first breakthrough.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the number.
It's Lewandowski! Oh, he's hit the bar! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Still a great ball to get him in on goal like that, Peter, but it deserved more than an apologetic thumbs up, I think.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Jupe. Darren Fletcher. No, again there's no way through. Argentina looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Can he get on the end of this? He might be in here! Elise is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Great vision. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Can he get it through? And he cuts out the supply.
1 minute added time.
Van Dijk. And for the first half, that is that. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Argentina coming in at half-time, leading by 1-0.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Chance, surely! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Argentina with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Oh, good glide! And it's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Great corner, and he did the rest.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Argentina are doing very nicely, thank you.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
And here's Rijkaard. Darren Fletcher.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Olise.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Olise. Darren Fletcher. Robertson is one whose deliveries we all know about. Odo. Now Skriniar. Rijkaard. And here's Lewandowski. Fermin. And it's Batistuta. Xavi Alonso.
Argentina have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now it's Fletcher. Diouf. That's the keeper's ball. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Rijkaard. Played into space. Pass somewhat off target. And here's Lewandowski. And the shot! And that's a real chance missed.
Well, at least they're showing some positive intent now, Peter. That's the sort of urgency that's required when you do go behind.
He's found the way through. Well read, and the danger is averted. Argentina can consider themselves just about safe now. He's shifting through the gears here. Odo, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Darren Fletcher, deftly away. And he's quick to snatch it back. Fermin. And it's Lopez.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And the pass is intercepted. And there goes the final whistle. Argentina can reflect on a job really well done. Superior tactically, physically and mentally. All round the better side. It turned into a very, very smooth ride.
And a quick reminder today,
Rijkaard taking in the accolades. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So straight into the action. Drogba. Fletcher. Looking to play him in. He's had a shot! Deftly away. Can he get it through? He shifted it to the flank. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is Vinicius Junior! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And he's straight offside.
Madrid definitely are on top of things in these early stages, Peter. If this is how they intend to go on, I think the opposition might see some trouble.
Pass somewhat off target. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. And here's Couch. Couch crosses. That is a brilliant interception. Now it's Batistuta. Threads one in. And the through ball. He might be in here. He's free. He shoots. Oh, that was a half-decent effort. And we have our very first corner. Little pass back. Goes for goal! Oh, cracking effort.
Robertson certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
So we're still where we started right now. Stood up well to him there. Bellingham. Nice looking ball. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He's picked his way through. That's good play. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
Oh, that's fabulous. Big chance! And that was probably asking just too much. Argentina have the chance to go the other way. And he's picked out the run. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Darren Fletcher is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's worked it through. Now can he find a fit? And the shot! Oh, he's been caught on it here. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And it's Fletcher.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
He's having a pop!
Added time.
Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And this could be the final action of the first half.
Well,
And it's half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So there was the first half.
Argentina certainly have plenty of positives to take from that first half, especially the way they were able to turn it on in the last few minutes. I can see them coming out with more menace, more meaningfulness after the break, as momentum is definitely with them now.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Argentina clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Oh, this looks sharp.
Argentina are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Always onto this. Diouf. Fermin receives it in a good position. And Fletcher! And that's a good finish. It is the pick-me-up they all long for. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Number 24.
Argentina are in front now, the game's only goal.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Couch looking sharper, more menacing with every chance that comes his way. That's a good ball. Oh, Vinicius Junior! And it's come back out to him. It is a fantastic goal. Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Number 5.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
Great chance! It's a goal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
Madrid with the lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Can he finish? Loose ball now, and there's a chase. Oh, he's been caught napping. Otto. Shoot! And the ball's come loose here. And that was very necessary. That's where it came from. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Oh, he's having a go! And the difference is still one, but only just.
Yeah, you always felt that they were going to up the tempo after going behind. It's not like they have any other option now.
Xavi Alonso. Fermin. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And it's Bellingham. That has been slung wide. Time is running out here.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage.
That's very disappointing, it has to be said.
Argentina really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
De Bruyne. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Now it's Lopez.
There will be 5
and it's
minutes
Otto.
added time.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. And that was asking for too much. Cannavaro. Now it's Yamal. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And time is up. Argentina did lead. Indeed, they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. A defeat made even more painful by the way it came to pass. Any reflection? Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Brazil.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So that's got things underway. And the history of this fixture tells us always to expect the unexpected. Well, Jim, Tony Adams, of course, is the absolute colossus in defence, isn't he?
Absolutely, and we all know about his defensive prowess and his leadership, but I think a lot of people overlook his versatility and his adaptability.
What do you mean by that?
Well, it's the way he's developed a more expansive, front-footed game over the years. That's highly impressive.
Pedri. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pedri unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Crossbar comes to the rescue. De Bruyne! Brazil with the corner, they're first. He leaps for it! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
First quarter of an hour gone. And here's Batistuta. Oh, no joy this time. And it's Lopez. He's a sharp little ball here. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
He's going for goal! Oh! Fantastic! A finish of true class! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Brazil are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
Now it's Batistuta. Robertson. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, good effort! That has earned a reprieve. Good chance here! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
They're probably getting frustrated by the lack of chances, I suppose.
That has been cut short. Can he get it through? Shapes to shoot! Oh, glorious! Batting goal! A finish right from the top draw. Argentina are level. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly...
Oh, he's been caught on it here! Diouf. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Cross in, looks like a good one. And that should get the job done.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And it's Lopez. And the referee says that is that for the first half. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. And we are up to the break.
Well, you have to ask questions how this has stayed 1-1, Peter. I do think, though, that the way spaces have been found in key areas with relative ease will be a real concern, something that needs addressing, and fast.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. And here's Batistuta. And Batistuta! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
Corner number 2 then. And a header! Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
So, third quarter of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Brazil always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
Now, can they get him away? Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Argentina clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Beckenbauer gets across to intercept that. And it's made its way to him.
Batistuta clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
So much time and space here. That's an excellent interception. Darren Fletcher. Jupe. Odo is one whose deliveries we all know about. Always onto this.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Into the last quarter of an hour. Vermeer. Now this could be a chance.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Vermeer! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Vermeer clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Great vision. This looks promising. He's got away, and Batistuta! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
So we have movement on both benches.
Number 16, Fairman. Number 24, Fletcher. Number 14.
Oh, that's a key interception.
Number 20, Batistuta. Number 23,
Vinicius Junior.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Number 8, Beckham. Number 2, Conte. Number 18,
Duke is flagged offside.
Number 15, Vinicius Junior. Substitutions taking place. 2 added minutes has been indicated.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Shinta. That's that, the end. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. The end of the game. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here, it really is.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, when it comes to being very watchable, Peter, I don't think you'll get much better than Vinicius Junior.
Real chance! And it's a goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Madrid finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
That's a shade optimistic. Howson. And it's Fletcher. And Batistuta! It's loose now. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Crosses it in. Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Drogba. And here's Vinicius Junior. Look at the space here. Oh, this shoots! It's a goal! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And this is Batistuta. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. That's destined for the flank. Darren Fletcher. Rijkaard. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now, can they get him away? That's going wide left. And here's Lopez. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Vermeer. It's a really well-measured ball. That's it, 45 minutes up. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So, Jim, neither side getting it all their own way so far.
Well, it's been an intriguing watch. A really nice contrast of styles that seem to suit both teams pretty well. Who's ultimately going to win it? It's anyone's guess still.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch, this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. And we're already back up and running after half-time. He's rising! And the keeper's there. Oh, he's been caught napping. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Fletcher. Diouf. Oh, he's found support out wide. And it's Batistuta. That's been cut out, well played. Batistuta is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Vermeer. He's a sharp little ball here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Rijkaard. Xavi Alonso. He's chosen to go back. Batistuta. Bellingham. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. That looks a good ball through. Takes a shot! Goal! Brazil! And they've got their lead back. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do. Brazil surely have to...
And the shot! Well, that is commitment to the cause. Brazil with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And he's there to clear it. Cannavaro.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Now it's De Bruyne. I think we're just about done here. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Yamal. Now it's Drogba. Just eases him off the ball. Rijkaard. Great vision. Xavi Alonso. And that is that. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win. And it came down to one decisive... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Brazil.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, we're on the way. Well, 5 at the back, Jim. It does feel fairly defensively oriented, this formation.
Well, you could say it's a lineup that's all about creating positive transitions. The lack of width in midfield with just 3 in there makes the role of the fullbacks more crucial, or wing-backs. You have to have them constantly push up, forcing opposition players back and giving your team a little more freedom.
Easier said than done.
That's right, but it does work very well, provided you have the right players to pull it off.
Diouf, he's shifting through the gears here. Shot a goal! It's in!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. A good play on the left-hand side here. Tries to play it through. He's found the way through. Big chance! Oh, he's having a go! Nearly, but not quite.
Well, he doesn't half hit a clean strike. The moment he was in that position, you knew he was going to smash it.
Oh, easy pickings there. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Jordan are a team that take pride in possession.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. They like to be brave with the ball, get on it, have a go, Peter, try something different. They certainly have the players who are very eager to take that on.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. That's been slipped through. Brazil leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Ruben Dias, Vinicius Junior. Quality ball. Xavi Alonso. Rudiger cuts out the pass. He's through here. Lewandowski. That is good strength. Lewandowski delivers.
Brazil can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Albert Ferrer. Vinicius Junior. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. And that's really well manoeuvred. That's rather hopeful. Gave it a go, but off target.
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself, but at least his boss is applauding the effort he made.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Batistuta. And we've reached half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Brazil are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. So straight into the second half. Brazil currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Now it's Mbappe. Rijkaard. And it's Lopez. Now this could be a chance. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Jordan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Vermeer. And the pass is intercepted. Vinicius Junior. Oh, that's well spotted.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming. Mbappe! And it's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. Jordan restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Brazil have the chance to go the other way. And he's picked out the run. There's the shot! Goal, Brazil! And they're back in front. There was to be only one outcome.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
Brazil leading now. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Ruben Diaz closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Ruben Diaz makes the interception. Mbappe!
Jordan really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He won't be happy with that one. Looking to play him in. Now this could be a chance. Shapes to shoot! Mbappe made a good run there.
Well, sometimes you can...
Oh, he's been caught napping! Robertson. Five minutes left on the clock. Xavi Alonso.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
And that is a little undercooked.
Jordan really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And that is that. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Brazil.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And we're underway.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders, who need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
Henderson cuts out the pass, looks to the other side.
Good switch, that.
And the pass is intercepted. We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one of the very best. Nothing phases him.
Cristiano Ronaldo
Really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
There they go, hunting again.
Babu. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, well measured. Brazil yet to have an attempt on goal. Well timed, excellent interception. And it's Fletcher. He can run onto that. And that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Otto. Diouf. Ah, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Now it's Haaland. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Diouf shapes to shoot! That is decidedly lacking.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Haaland. Tries to pass it through. And this is Batistuta. And Batistuta! That's another chance! Goal! Brazil! Half-time imminent! What a time to score! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks.
And the referee has blown for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Brazil just about ahead, 1-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Brazil can do themselves a massive favour.
Oh, he's been caught napping! And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And this is Ronaldo. Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that. Keeper's got good distance on that. Batistuta. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Brazil just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Just about up to the hour now. And that pass just didn't quite work. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Now it's Lopez. Diouf. Darren Fletcher. And he's there to get it away. That'll be a throw. He's played it back. And it's Otto. Showing good feet. Haaland. Driving forward. That looks a cracking ball. Ronaldo has it out wide and in space. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Now it's Batistuta. Oh, easy pickings there. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Fermin, and the through ball. And he's got the beating of his man. Takes a shot! And that really should have been that.
Diouf has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
Substitution for Paris Saint-Germain, number 4.
And we have our very first corner.
Ronaldo. Coming on the field is number 21, Phil Foden. Substitution in progress.
And it's hoisted clear.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And it's made its way to him. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Brazil leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Now it's Villa. Just 5 minutes remaining now. David Villa! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And this is Neymar. Mendes clears without hesitation. Donadoni gets flagged offside.
Brazil really wanted that 2-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Substitution for Paris Saint-Germain. Number 7.
Paris Saint-Germain are making a change now.
Number 18. Erling Haaland. Coming on the field. Number 16.
2 minutes to be added on.
Number 20. 2 added minutes.
Good looking ball.
Indicated.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Deftly away. And there goes the final whistle. Brazil have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, we're on the way. Well, there's little new to say about this man. Majestic, regal, known as Le Roi by his countrymen. He is footballing royalty. The man is, of course, Michel Platini.
Well, Peter, I don't think I've seen a better all-round attacking midfielder. Certainly not in Europe. He is very close to being the perfect number 10. OK, people may say he lacks a little bit of stamina and defensive contribution, but for his attacking football and his ability to take in the landscape, there's no one better.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Good play on the left-hand side here. Great ball if he can get there. Duke receives it in a good position here. Oh, what has happened here? Played it again. And he's heaved it away. It's gone for a throw-in. Stood up well to him there. And that's a dangerous... Big chance! Goal! Brazil! There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Now it's Mbappe. Messi tries a deft little ball. He's going to be disappointed with that. And the shot! They want to be quick to recover this.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
He's a sharp little ball here. Threads one in. Diouf. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Looking for options for movement. That's going to go a long way. And claimed it back swiftly. Mbappe. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Rooney, he's shifting, can he finish? And that's in! Ajax are level! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
And it's made its way through! It's in! A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Brazil have their lead. And it's half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Brazil ahead by just the odd goal in 3. It is 2-1 at the interval. So straight into the second half. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Not the most accurate pass. And it's Lopez. Diouf. This is a promising build-up. Oh, shooting chance! And there's a goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Simplicity itself.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Oh, well played, well played. And it's been hooked away. Rijkaard. Vermeer. Now that looks a decent ball. That has ended up in no man's land. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mateus cuts a frustrated figure right now, he just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Substitution for Brazil. Number 24.
Now the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Number 20, Batistuta. Number 23,
Rashford. Oh, there's a probing ball.
coming on the field. Number 2, Conte.
Robertson
Number
with the
9,
clearance.
Donadoni. Number 11, Neymar.
Brazil do have
Number
options
50,
available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Substitutions taking place.
Spread to the right. Mane. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. "75 minutes played. Great vision. Skriniar gets it away. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. And here's Yamal, and this is Mane. And he's really put himself on the line here.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Oh, good effort! Brazil have the chance to go the other way. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's well positioned here. And that was very necessary. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Oh, well measured. Koundé promptly onto that, and that is that. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Conte, and that's that. Brazil can reflect on a job really well done. Superior tactically, physically. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready